Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed forget password and reset password of this project. If you have not seen that video, just go to description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on header as well as change password and logout part. So let us start with that. So let's get back to the VS Code, and in this one, first we are going to get inside the shared folder and going to create a new folder which names will be constants, and just press enter, and then we are going to create a new file and the file name will be app.constants.ts and press enter. So in this one, first I want to show the categories of videos, right? So I'm just going to write here export const video category, so video underscore categories, and in this one you can pass all the different type of categories you want. So like it could be action or drama, comedy, documentary, horror, all those type you can pass it, right? So I'm just going to copy paste this part of the text, okay, over here, and I will also provide these names in the description, so you can also copy paste these values and you can just format this. And after that we also need to write the code like on the when we are uploading new video, right? So there we are also using rating. So export const rating is also there, so ratings. And in this one there's a different types of ratings are there, like G as per your like different types you can also add it as per your country. So here I'm just going to give you the types, so I'm going to copy paste this one. And then we have export const dialog configuration. So basically whenever you reset the password or whenever you want to create a user or whenever you want to change the password, so in that some cases we are showing a dialog, so we are going to store those configurations, like how the size of the dialog will be, all those configurations we are storing at one place. So that's why we have app.constant, and in this we are going to write the code. So dialog underscore and config, and all these configurations we are not going to use it now, but later point of time when we implement all other features we are going to use it. So for now just add it, and later we are going to use this one, okay? And video underscore player, and in this one we have to pass width, and width will be 100 VH. So remember, when we click on any of the card, after that a pop-up opens where you can or you can say video player, right? So the player we have to set and that is 100% width and height, right? So that's why we have to write like this: width, height, and it will be 100 VH, and max width, and it should be 100 VW, and max height, and 100 VH. And then we have to pass a CSS class, so we already have that class. So panel class, and here video player dialog, and hash backdrop is set to true, because if you remember, like when we open the dialog, right, the background look little blur, so that we can just focus on that particular dialog, right? So for that this is backdrop is false, and disable close is also set to false. Like let's say when we click outside of the dialog, right, in that time it close the dialog, so that we want to be enabled, so that's why we make it as false. If we make it as true, in that case the user can only close the dialog when we click on the close button. Other than that, if we click on outside of the dialog, it will not going to close it. And after this the few more we have to add, like one is for the change password, So here I'm going to write a change underscore password, and in this one width, and it will be of 600 px. It should be in single quotes, 600 px, and max width, and 90 vw, and panel, and class, and in this one user dash dialog, and these two things will be remain same for all the scenarios. I'm just going to copy paste this one. Let's format this. After that, we have to write for the confirm. So whenever we log out, right, so there's a confirmations box or opens, right, so that we need to add. So confirm dialog, and width of this one will be 500 px, so 500 px, and panel, class, and custom dash dialog dash container, and other two things will be remain same. So these two, one, just copy paste over here. Let's format this, and width will be this one, and pan we have to custom dialog container. Yeah, and the next one will be to manage user. So just write manage underscore user, and in this one width will be 600 px, and max width will be 90 vw, and panel, class. These three things will be similar, just we need to change the class name. So the class name will be here user dash dialog, and the next one will be video form. So whenever we edit or add a new video, so for that this one will be used, because there also we are using dialog, and in this one the width will be 95 vw, and max width is 1400 px, and height will be auto, and max height will be 95 vh. And if we talk about the others fields, let's copy these three things, and we just need to rename this one. So just change user dialog to video form dialog. So just format this one, save this, and now it's this constant part is completed. Now we have to create a folder. In the shared folder we have to create a new folder, and this one will be components, and in this folder right click and open integrated terminal, and we are going to generate few components inside this particular one, which will be shared across the multiple component or multiple like users as well as admin. So that's why we're putting that files inside this component one. So ng generate component and confirm dialog, press enter, it will create a file. We have to wait for a few seconds. Yeah, file is created. Now ng generate component, and this time it will be a header. So just header right here and wait for a few seconds again, and you can see a new file is created. So we have two files inside this one, confirm dialog header, and one more file we have to create. So ng generate component, and then change password, and it will be a dialog. Press enter, and you can see all these three files is created. now we have to go to the shared module. Inside this shared folder, we have a shared module, right? So get inside that particular one. Let's delete this one and let's see if we don't have any error, right? So all those three components which we have created, right? You can see here it is registered inside this component header, confirm dialog, and change password configuration, right? So we have to scroll a little bit down, and here you can see, right, export. In this one you have to just add those names. So first will be confirm dialog, okay, and after that we have to write like header, this one, and then the last one, which is change password, right? So you have to just export these three dialogues. So just add in the export and we are good, and we can use it anywhere in this project where this shared model is import. So now we have to go to the service folder. So we have a service, right? So right click on that integrated terminal, open in that one, and then write ng generate service and dialog service, and then press enter, and it will create few files inside the service folder. You can see dialog service is created now for us. Now go to the this one service, and then we have to create a constructor, and in this one private and dialog and mat dialog, and this one open change password dialog, and here we have to just pass that mat dialog and mat dialog reference, this one, and then we have to here import change password dialog, this one, and in this one we have to return this dot dialog dot open, and then we have to import the change password dialog, and then in this one remember we have created a constant file, right? So dialog config, and then we have to pass the change password, and after that we have to also write the code to open a confirmation, and so open confirmation, and in this one we have title, this type of string, and then message we are expecting, this will be also a string type, and then we have confirm text, it will also have a string type, and by default message will be for this case is confirm, and cancel text, it should be of a string type, and the value for this one will be cancel, and type we also need to pass like what type of configurations we have to show, the warning informations dialog, so we are expecting that warning or danger or info, and by default it will be warning, and yeah, let's close this one and observable, and over here we have to make it as boolean, and then we have to put a curly bracket, and error is gone. Only this one, because we are not returning anything, so that's why it's showing the error. So we have to write const dialog reference, and this dot dialog dot open, and then confirm dialog, this one, and the curly bracket, okay, and over here inside this one, sorry, we have to put also the some configurations like dot 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 and dialog confirm, this one configurations, right? And we have a confirm one, so just need to pass that, and after comma we have to pass the data, so data which is required inside this particular dialog to show it, so title message, and then confirmation text, and then cancel text, and then type. over here we have to pass, and after this this brackets here we have to just return dialog reference dot after closed, this one, and then save it. So what this method will we do is, like, whenever this method is called, we get all these informations, and this information it will open a configuration, this one, and in this one all the values will be passed, and once it close it will return false or true, whatever. So this is the method we have to write in the dialog services. Now we have to go to the header. So header, inside the shared we have components and we have a header, right? So move to that one. And first thing is, we are going to copy paste the header code which I have already provided in the description, so you can refer to that and paste it. Then go to the ts part of this code, and let's go to the header.ts in this, inside this one. And first, like, we have to put a input variable. So this is basically whenever, let's say, with this tag, right, this tag, I can render the component to the any of the one. Let's say I want to show this in the over here, right, with this tag, not like this one. Now I want to pass some value to this app header from here HTML directly. In that case, this particular input helps us, this one. Let's save this one. Let's get back to the header.html. So the input, we can use it over here. As per that, you can change or show some routes or something like that. You can show, right? So here I'm going to write a show router outlet and boolean, and by default set as true. And the current user is any of type and it should be null. And then is admin mode. So this is admin mode is no way related to the directly related to the values which we see as a admin set as true false. It is like to use to switch between a different like views. So when you log in as an admin, right, we have options to change this to the user view, right? So for that purpose, this particular variable will be used. And then we have a private router subscription, and whenever this route will be changed, right, so as per that the values will be also changed. So that's why we are writing like this. So subscription null, and then we have to pass null over here, and error is gone. Now we have to go write the constructor, and then we have to import few things. So private auth service, and auth service we need to import, and private dialog service, and dialog service, and private router, and router we have to import this one. Then put curly bracket outside the parenthesis, and the error will be gone. Now we have to implement here like okay, not need to import, okay, ng on it, we can also write it over here. I think it will also work in the latest version. So we are not getting any option. Okay, first I think we need to import here implements on init. Then I think we should get an option of ng on it. So let's try. Now we are getting the option. So here inside this one, this dot current user, and this dot auth services, and then get current user. So we'll get the user informations, and then we have to write a method which is we're gonna return some true false or the value, or update the value. So private it will be used inside this one. So update mode, and it should return nothing, so it should be void. And this dot is admin mode, this dot router dot url dot start with admin. So if URL start with the admin, then we are considering that the user is in the admin view, and for that basically we are using this method. So here we need to call this one, and this dot update mode over here, and whenever mode changes, then the router we can change it, right? So this subscription will be called, and from here we can identify it. Okay, so this dot router dot events, and then dot pipe and filter. Inside the event, okay, it's throwing some kind of error. So this is the router subscriptions pipe filter event. Okay, let's write the code first and then we'll check, okay, what's the issue. And after that, okay, it is automatically gone. So instead of navigation end, and then subscribe to it. Okay, subscribe. Okay, so this particular bracket will be closed over here, and then we have to write here subscribe. And inside this one, we have this dot update mode. And whenever it's changed, right, so this update mode will be called. So let's say user has changed the view, it moved to the user page, so it will show the different message as per this values get changed. Okay, so yeah. And after that also, whenever like ng on destroy, right, so whenever we move to some other page, so also then we have to destroy. I think on destroy, this one will be the method. And I think ng on destroy, this is the method we need to call. So if router subscription is there, so we just need to unsubscribe that. So this dot router subscription dot dot unsubscribe this one. And we also need actual is admin rule, like to also show that user, okay, this we have to show that options to change the view or not, because if a user logged in as a normal user, then he cannot see the change view option, right? The actual admin can also only see. So that's why we also need to maintain one more variable that is of type boolean, and it will return that, okay, this is having the actual rule or not. So this dot rule, and then we have to check, okay, this is admin, then we have to return it, else we are going to not gonna show that options. So that's why. And also we have options to switch between different mode, right? So switch mode, and it will also not return anything. So void, I'm just setting up. Okay, this is just a spelling mistake, just fix this. And this dot is admin mode, and this dot router dot navigate to home page. And sorry, this should be in single quotes, so that's why it's throwing the error. Just fix this. And else this dot router dot navigate, and here slash admin. And switch mode is over here. And then we have two more methods we need to create, that basically to open the dialog, right? So open change password, and okay, in this one basically we have to call the dialog services, right? Dialog service dot open change password, this method, and it will call it that value, sorry, dialog, and it will open it. So yeah, then we have a logout, right? So the logout, we also need to write this dot dialog services dot open confirmation. And in this one, as we are expecting some values need to pass, so logout question mark, and then we have are you sure want to log out from your account, that message we need to show. Then we have, you can see title, we have added message, we added confirmation text, we added cancel. So all those we need to change it, right? So here we have to write like this: logout and then we have cancel. Then we have warning symbol we have to show. So warning, this one, and we are going to subscribe to this. And if result, not this one, result will be there or response will be there, you can say if result, then this dot auth services, we have implemented logout button, right? So just call that one and just save this. So we have added a code related to TS file of header. Now it's time to move to the HTML part. So here let's go to the HTML and remove this one, and over here we have to write ng template hash header bar. It should be hash, not dollar. So header bar, and inside this one we have a header class, and it should be of also type header, and div class. So all the CSS is already added. I think we already copy paste to the CSS file, so we are just using those. So header content, and then we have the logo, right? So div class logo, and this one matte icon class, and logo icon, and that should be of type movie. And here basically we have to write span class logo text pulse screen, and then we have to write here is admin mode. Then we have to show admin and put a space in the front of this one, so that pulse screen and admin there will be little space. And if it is a not admin user, we are just going to pass as blank. So right now in the UI, if you go right, you will not able to find any changes, because this header we are not showing it anywhere, right? So the first thing what we are going to do over here is we are going to add in the app module. Let's do that first. So go to the admin one and go to the app module, not app module, app routing, or we should go to the app module. Yeah, over here, routing modules you can go. And in this one, basically we have to just import that particular component. So I'm just going to write like this, and then we have a path, this one, and then component, then we have a header. So just import that one and just save this. Now let's try to log in. I'm going to write admin 1@example.com admin 123. So my backend services was not running, so I have just started that, and let me click on sign in. Okay, so we can see the blank code, right? So let's get back to the UI. Let's go to the header.html. Okay, so we have this header bar, right? So that's why it was not visible. So let's leave this one as it is for now. Let's move to the inside this one header. Let's write the other codes at the end. We'll check. Okay, so div.class, and this is the expected behavior, which is blank, but once we complete the header code, so it will work fine. So we don't have to worry right now. Okay, so header, then we have right, this one, and then we have nav class nav, and then we have star ng if, and in this one is admin mode, and then we have to put a link. So a mat button router link, and this link does not exist right now, but we are adding it so that we don't have to come back and check over here. So router link active, Then we have to just pass this as a active, and class nav link. And over here we have to pass mat icon and then video underscore library, and after that we have a span and then pass videos. And same way we are going to copy paste this line of the code in the next line, and we are going to just put change the name or routing names and all those things. So just here first changes to users, and other active nav link, everything will be same. Here we have to change this to people, and over here we have to just change as the users. So this is a nav bar related to the admin. If the user is in the admin mode, in that case we are going to show this. If users is not in the admin mode, so we have to show some different controls. So just copy paste this complete line of the code and paste it over here. Let's format this one again, and here in the ng if condition make it as not symbol first, and then get inside this one. Here we have to change to /home, and this will be active. Nav link will be same. This one we have to change this to home, and the span we also need to change to home, and here we have to put /my favorites. This one will be remain same. Here we have to change to favorites, and this one also here we have to write my favorites, and this nav one is also completed. Now we have to write the code related to, like, whenever users click on the right side we have an option, right? User profile is visible. When we click on it we show the multiple options. So related to menu we can say, right? So that menu part we have to write the code. So we are still in this div, header right div, and in this one basically we are writing this all codes. Okay, so here we have to write at user, not user, div class and users dash menu, and in this one we have to put button and mat button, and then mat menu trigger form 4, sorry, and it will be a user menu. So user menu and the class user profile btn, and in this one we have to show different icons. Like first is to circle and all, or let's write here mat icon and class profile dash icon and account underscore circle, and the next icon will be mat icon class drop down dash icon and arrow underscore drop underscore down. So these icons will be visible inside this button, and then we have mat menu and hash the user menu, this one user menu, and class, okay, and sorry, equals, and here we have to just write mat, and then we have to write menu and class user dash menu drop down, and in this one basically we have to write dev class user info for and header, and then we have to add a div with the class div div class user tar, and then we have to show a mat icon and account underscore circle, and we have to close the div. And after that, here we have to write div class user dash details, right? We have to show the user details over here, and here we have to write div class user dash email we have to show, right? So email, and in this one current user question mark dot email, right? And then we have to show the batch and all those things, right? So div class user role batch, and then we have to pass the class dot admin, and here we have to pass is admin, so it basically get it directly from the auth services, and it will return okay, so this is like admin role or not. So mat icon class role dash icon, and in this one we are going to show is admin, then question mark, then we have to pass the admin underscore panel underscore settings, and else we have to pass this as a person. And outside of this one, we have to pass the show the current user role, so current user dot role, right? The just format this, and other things looks good. So this is the div we have closed, and also this div related to this one will be also gonna closed. And after this, just mat menu above this one, we have to write a mat divider, so just a line will be there. So for that, this is also part of Angular material, and then we have to show few buttons like calling the logout, all those things. So let's write for the code. So this bu done button mat menu item, then we have options to switch to mode, right? So I'm just adding that switch mode, and is this will be only visible if user is admin, right? So uh, is admin this one, and then we have a class and mode dash switch dash item. After that, we have to write mat icon class and mode icon, and then we have this is admin mode this one, then whom, or this will be admin underscore panel settings this one, and then we have this span, right? And in this one is admin is there, so we are going to switch to the different mode. So is admin, and then we have to show the different message, so switch to user view or switch to admin panel. So after that, we have to show a divider. So after this, just add a mat divider, and this will be only visible if user is admin, because otherwise it will show as a twice, right? So sorry, here we have forgot to add a asterisk symbol. So is admin, okay, this one is also need to remove, it's my mistake. Just remove this, and then ngif is admin like this, and then we have to add few more buttons basically to change one. So button mat menu item, and then we have on click, we have to call a method to open change password, and we have to show a mat icon which will be of type lock, and then we have a span change password, and we are going to just copy paste this one, and we're going to change few things in this. So let's copy paste it over here. Let's format this one. So mat menu, and the method we are going to call is open, sorry, not open, it should be just logout, and the class we need to pass here is logout btn button, and here we have to just change it to logout, and in the span we have to just write logout. And as okay, header, it looked like we have closed header a little early. Yep. So if you see, right, this header is closed over here, so just copy paste this one and remove it from here, and this header should be closed after, just after all the divs, right, over here, just before ng template. So just let me format this. So now it's correct. So if I click on header, it is on the, all the other code are inside header. Then we have a div, then we have right one, which we have all the codes, and yeah. So this is the template which we have created. Now this is template will be by default used as an admin module. So whenever users logged in, so this is the header we have to show it, right? So this will behaves like a main one, right? So we also need to pass the router outlet we have to show, like multiple other pages we want to route to this particular page. So that's why for that we have to add the code. So let's get back over here again, and here ng container, and then star ng if, and here we have to show router outlet, right? And in this one div class, and app dash header, and in this one ng container star ng template outlet, and the header one, the top you see, right? So that will be here, so header bar, and close this. And after that this one, the header will be visible now. If I save this one, if I go to the UI, I think we should able to see the header. Okay, we have a current does not exist header properly. Okay, fine, we'll check this error also. Let me delete this one so that we can keep track of the errors, right? I can see there's a few errors are there, current user, so might be we have, okay, so we have to just change this one as to capital U and just save this. And also I think we have to fix it somewhere, so this one also, this place and this place also, just change it to, you have to make it as capital, that's it. Okay, so it is not still there, so let's try to save this. Yeah, when you save this, it restart the with the changes, and you can see the error is gone now. It was just a here you have to just make changes to small u to capital U, that's it. And we don't have any error now. So if I go over here, you can see CSS does not look as design does not look as expected. There's some mistakes we have did it. Let's try to fix that. So let's get back to the code, and here one more div we have closed it over here. So just copy this one and remove this div from here, and let's go scroll down to the bottom and just close before this header over here. Format this again, soft, save this. Okay, so again we are getting some error. Open change password does not exist. Okay, let's copy this, search for this. We have this option, right? Again, this is a just a small or capital issue is there, so just change over here as P as a capital. So after that we'll save this, the error will be gone. Now let's get back over here. Now it looks pretty good. We just have a one problem here, the icon is not visible, right? So just get back to the over here. Let's see what is the issue over here. Not at this place. Let's scroll up little bit, and we have this, right, this one. Yeah, I can see that here, the account circle. So circle, we have just a few mistake over here. So just change this to circle. And then if I see here, now I am able to see it, right? And when I click on it, you can see the admin email address. You can see the this one. You can see the switch to user option. If I click on, you can see this dialog is also opening. If I click on logout, it will also open it, but we don't have anything to show. And if I click on switch to user view, we can see nothing right now, right? So we have to go to the home component right now. And I think we already inside the user, we have a home component and we have to go to the CSS file. And first we are going to copy paste the CSS file in this one. So let's paste it. And then we have to go to the HTML part. So let's remove this one. And here we have to just write div class and dash board dash container. And then we have app header. And in this one, we have to just show router outlet set to false. Just save this. And if I go over here, I think we are should able to see this. No. Yeah, so basically I think we did not write the complete code related to header. So let's complete that first. So if I go to the over here, right? So we did not completed this, right? So if our router outlet is set to true, then we are going to show this one. If it is false, then we don't have written the code. So that's why it's showing as a blank. So let's complete the code first over here. So after this one, we also need to add inside this one. We have main dash main class main dot dash dot content, and in this one router dash outlet, and this one, and it will be closed main over here, and everything looks good. Now we have to like just copy paste this line of the code over here, and in this one we have to just copy this part of the code, this one, and just minor change here you have to do. Okay, we did not able to copy. Let's do once again. Paste over here, and here in the line 86, right, we have to just change this one to not and save this. Now I think it should show that. You can see here, right, and you can see the pulse screen. You don't see the admin. If I switch to the admin mode, I can see the admin, but if I get back to this one, yeah, so it's working as expected, right? So if I now it's time to implement the code related to the change or confirm password. So let's write first for confirm password. So let's get back to the over here. We have this confirm dialog, right? So first we are going to copy paste the dialog CSS. So just copy paste and paste it over here, and then we have to go to the dialog section. So we have to export one interface that will be used. So I'm just adding it. So I'm not using it everywhere, but it is a good practice to follow this one. Confirm dialog data, and I want to declare the types that need to be used in this one. So string and message and string, confirm text, and that is type of string, and it should be end with comma or semicolon will work fine. Anything will work, look like. Okay, so and after that we have cancel text, and then we have string and type, and then danger, warning, then we have info, and then we have a constructor we need to create in the confirmation dialog. So constructor and public dialog reference, and mat dialog reference this one, and confirm dialog let me close this create this one completed, and and then we have to inject the values. So inject mat underscore dialog data, and outside of this one we have to write public data, then confirm dialog data, which we have created over here. So just need to import this one, and it's throwing some kind of error over here. So public, okay, so it should be public over here. You can see error is gone. And in this the curly bracket we have to write like this dot we can also assign the default data. So I'm just assigning the default data over here. So confirm text data dot confirm text, or confirm, it's might be not be required because we always expecting or passing the values, right? So but still we are going to write it for now. Cancel text, and here we have to just write cancel, and this dot data dot type, and data dot type, then we have danger, and then we have on cancel. On cancel basically we have to just this dot dialog reference dot close, and we have to pass it as false. And on, okay, let's put a space on confirm, we have to just pass this dot dialog reference dot close is set to true. Let's save this, and let's go to the HTML part of this code. And in this one you have to write like div class confirm dialog, and class dot danger, and data dot type danger in like this, and single quotes, we have to close it, and then we have to pass the CSS. Okay, so class dot warning, and here we have to pass like data dot type equals, and then we have to pass as a warning. Save this, and then the last one, which is same way it will be like, right, and it will be of class sort info. Let me close this one for now. Let's decrease this one. Info dash data dot type dot info, and close this div. And it should be like whenever the data type is danger, so we use this one. In that way we basically we are following it over here. So the color and design or texture will be changed. So div dot class, and dialog icon which we want to show as per the like type. So mat icon, and here star ng, not this one, star ng if, and over here data dot we have any errors look like that. Okay, data dot type, oh yeah, basically we are writing the code, so obviously it will throw the error. So dash danger, and close this, save this. Let's see, still we have, okay, info, it should be info here, right? And still we are getting error. Okay, so here, okay, we have to close this one as a single quotes. Yeah, so make sure you see right here, I'm warning, I'm using single, and then it is inside double quotes, so it might be that's the issue. We have to fix it. Make sure we have to close that in the proper way, otherwise it will throw there. and we have danger, right? So I'm just going to copy paste this one so that there should be no much mistake. 1 2 3 here, and one by one we are going to just change this to values. So here the first one will be error icon we have to show, and whenever we danger, so and after that warning, and in this one the warning icon we have to show, and in this one basically we have to show info, and here we also need to pass the info icon, and then we have div icon is visible, and okay, again we have some single quotes. Okay, again I'm writing info r. Now it's gone. Okay, so h2, and okay, over here h2 basically we have to write, and here we have to pass class, and dialog title, and in this one basically data dot title, and after that we have to, let's format this one first. Okay, and then we have to pass like p, and in this one class will be their dialog message, and data dot message. Let's close this, and after that dev class and dialog actions, and inside we have to put the button, so which is cancel, as well as the other one is to submit, or those whatever the text will get it, we have to just show it, right? So button class cancel btn, and on click we have to call this method. So on cancel we have to call this method, and then we have to show data dot cancel text. Just change it. Okay, so cancel again, cancel text over here, and then we have to copy paste this one, and we have to just do the minor changes in this one. So just paste it over here, format this, so button, and okay, this button should be matte raised button, so here we have to just change this to button, and class confirm button it will be btn, and on cancel, no, on confirm we have to call this, and we also need to pass that class whenever the danger is there, so we have to just pass change the color of this one, so class dot danger, and then data dot type equals to danger, and yeah, I think okay, it should be closed with the single quotes. Close it and save this. You can see, remember this one, right? And now it's good time to go over here. Let's try to click on logout, and you can see we are getting this. Are you sure you want to log out from your account? If I click on, okay, it's cancel 2 times. Okay, because we have did not change the text, because we have did the copy paste over here. So confirm text, and here you can see now we are getting options of logout. If I click on cancel, it's not going to do anything. If I click on logout, it will route to the landing page of this application. So it means that the logout part is working as expected. Now let's get back over here again, and now here we have to go to the services first, and we have to go to the auth services, and in this one we have to write a code related to change password. So here we are going to write a change password, and in this one we are expecting change password data, and it of type any, and this dot this okay, first we have to return this dot http dot post method, and in this one this dot api url, and then plus slash change dash password, and then we have to pass the data. So change password data, and then put semicolon. So just format this one, and now it's time to go to the change password component. And in this one, first we have to copy the CSS part. So let's paste it over here. And then we have to go to the TS file of this one. So let's go to the change password TS. And in this one, first we have to implement on, I think init is there, right? So this is just need to implement. And let's ignore the error for now. So just write the code. So change password form not form group, and loading will be set to false initially. And we have three different fields are there, which is to current password, new password, and confirm password. And all those we have to show a button so that we can show or hide the text of that field. So here just write hide current, which is set to true, and hide new, which is set to true, and hide confirm is set to true. So these three fields we need. And then we have constructor. In this one we need to import, so private fb form builder, and private dialog reference, and mat dialog reference. And then we have to pass the same dialog where we are, so change the reference this one. And then we have to import the auth service, so auth service and auth service this one. And then we also need to import the notification service, so notification and notification service this one. Private error handler service, so error handler service we need to import this one. And okay, I think we don't need ng on it actually, so we don't have to call anything, or anything need to be called over here, so just remove it. I was thinking we have to load some of the data or something, but we don't need that, because the current password, all the fields are likely sent by the user. And inside this one, this dot change password and this dot fb dot group, and over here current, and here we have to just write current password, and it should be of type sorry, by default value will be nothing, and validator dot required, and we don't need to validate anything else in this one. We just need to put the validators required, that's it. And then we have a new password, and here we have to write validators dot required, and then validators dot min length, here we just make it as 6, and confirm password. And then we have this single quotes, and then validators dot required. Then we have auth services, in that we have the password matcher this one, and in this one we have to just pass the new field, new password field, so new password field, and it should match with this one, otherwise it will not gonna work. Okay, so we have added the code related to the constructor, and now we have to write the related to submit button. So submit, and this dot loading, this dot loading is equals to true, and const form data, and this dot change password dot value, and const data, and inside this one current password is equals to or not equals, and format or data dot current password, this one, and new password, and form data dot new password, and put semicolon over here. Then we have to call this dot all services dot change password method, which we have just created, and in this we have to pass the data, and then we have to subscribe, and inside this one we have next, and response of type any, and in this one this dot loading is equals to false, and this dot notification dot success response dot message, or you have to just pass that password changed successfully, and this dot dialog reference dot close is set to true. So it is a dialog, right? The form is a dialog type. So whenever like password change successfully, so in that case we just want to close the dialog so that user can perform other task. And if any error occur, we are not going to close the dialog and we are just showing the error. So that let's say like password mismatch, right? So there's a chance of that they have to fix it, correct? So that's why we are not going to close the dialog. So error in this one, and this dot loading is equals to false, and this dot error handler dot handle, and then we have to pass the error and message. So failed to change password, please try again. So this is the error we have to show to the user. Then put semicolon on this, and over here, okay, not inside this one, outside of this one, also here. Save this, and then we have this cancel. So cancel, and it just close the dialog reference. So dialog reference dot close set to false, and just save this. And after that we have to go to the HTML part of this code. So let's go to the change password, I think HTML over here. Let's remove this and let's write dev dot class and dialog container, and div class dialog header, and here we have to write h1 change password, and if I go over here in the UI, right, let me log in with some credentials. So admin one @example.com and admin 123. Let me try to log in and let's click on change password. Now I can see that this is the option is visible, right? This particular text is visible. So it means that this code is working fine till now. And after that we have inside this one, here we have to write div class dialog content, and here we have to create a form. So form and form group, and here we have to pass like change password form and class password dash form. Save this. So always like when you complete some line of the code, always try to save it so that if any error is there, so it will be, we can see that and we can fix it easily. So yeah, div class form section, and then we have h2, and in this one basically we have to write class section title, and then we have mat icon, and that will be a lock icon, and here we have to write security question information, and then we have to close the h2. And inside this form we have to write the code which is related to div class, and it will be a form greed, and inside this one mat form field, and appearance will be outline, and class will be full dash width, and this one save this. Okay, we are getting some error. Okay, this is not a container. Okay, it's fine. That's, we don't have to worry about that error. So mat label, and inside this one we have to just write password current password, and then we have input field. So input mat input, and of type will be to hide, basically hide current, and question marks, otherwise it will be a password type, single quotes close, and then else it will be a text type, close this one. And then we have form control, and then we have name, and here we have to pass that current password, and let's close this one. I think if I save now, I can see the error is gone because we have created this one and we don't have added this, so that's why it was throwing error. Then we have mat dash icon, and mat prefix and lock underscore open, and after that we have to add a button. So button mat icon button, and type will be a button type, and in this one type button, and after that we have this click, and in this one hide current and equals not hide current, and then we have tab index -1, and just close this, and then we have to show a mat icon, and in this one that hide current, and on this basis I want to show the different icons. So visibility underscore off, or we are using ternary operator here, so visibility off, just remove underscore off part, and so it will change the icon. And then we are going to add a error, so mat dash error and star ng if, and change password form dot get, okay, sorry, not get, and single quotes and current password, and then we have question mark dot hash error, and then we have to check, okay, required error or not, so required, and then close this, and current password is required. So just save this. Let me decrease the size of this one so you can see it one go. Let me format this, and if I show over here, if I click on this and go to the change password, okay, it looks quite weird. It should be on right side, not at this place. Let's get back over here. Let's try to find the issue. So I think we have, missed over here that mat suffix. That's why it looked like error. I'm just trying it for now. Yeah, now it looks good. So if right here 1, you can see the error is gone. If I click remove it, current password is required. If I try to hide or something, right, not visible. So yeah, it's working expected. You have to just add here mat suffix and it will be fixed. And after that we have to write the code related to the like new password. So I'm just going to copy paste this one, and I'm going to just paste it and going to change the names and all those things, and let's try to go one by one. So first this line will be same, exactly same, then we have a new password, so new password, then over here hide, so hide new will be there, And so just copy this one, and wherever hide current is there, right, so just change it with the uh, over here in this particular mat form, we'll just change it. Other places it will be the same, right? So this one we have changed. Text will be there, form controller, current password. So here we have to change it current password to new password. So just change it to new password. Then we have this button, mat input, mat prefix type button. And then the hide new, we already changed it. Tab index, we have this hide new will be to show the icon and hide. Change password form will be there. The current one will be changed, replaced with the new password. So just change it to new password. And here we have to change it to the new password is required. And one more validation here we have to add it, which because we have to show the 6 character, right? So just paste this. Let me format this one. And here we have to just change this to min length. And here we have to change uh, password. Here let me remove this text also. Password must be at least 6 characters, and then save this. Now if you go to the UI, I can see here, right? So if I move this one, if I write 1, if I you can see the message, if I click on it, hide it, you can see, right? I'm able to see the text. So it means that this part of the code is also working as expected. Now we are going to copy this line of the code again inside the dev and paste it over here. Now let me format it. And so we have completed for current password, new password, and confirm password. We have to write the code. So here we have to just write confirm new password. And then we have this hide new, right? So here we have to just change hide confirm. So just copy this one and just select this one and replace everywhere inside this particular field. So we don't have hide new. Let's verify it. And after that we can see form control name is there. So this one is also need to be changed to confirm password. And then we have this mat icon. Okay, this one's icon should be changed, right, as per the one. So right now first is lock open, which is correct, and then the second one, it should be VPN underscore key, which is inside the new password. And the third one, the lock open, right, that need to be changed to check underscore circle. This is the correct one. And then we have this field, we have already changed it. This one type, and this one we already changed it. The icon, this icon will be remain same for all of the fields. And in this one we have to make the change. So here we have to write confirm password. So just change new with confirm password. And we don't have to show the validation related to this. Okay, here we also need to change confirm. Please confirm new password. Please confirm confirm your password. Just change it like that. Confirm your password. And after that, here just change this one with this one. And in this one basically I don't need this part of the code for now. I'm just deleting this. And in this one min length, we have to just pass password mismatch, ch mismatch. And okay, it should be not closed in the double quotes. So yeah, so just and then we have to copy this line of the code required over here with not symbol, not. So if the validation, the value exists, then it will just match and check or verify it. And then we have to put the double quotes. And yeah, okay, it should be only one time. And then we have to close this, and then it will be mad error. Let me format this so that we can read it properly. Okay, so the change get one confirm password hash error password mismatch and not change change password form dot get confirm password hash error required. and we just close the mat error field. So if I go to the UI, I can see the icons of this one is also changed. If I write here 1 2 3 4 5 6 and here I'm just write 1, then if I move, okay, it's not throwing the error, it's not showing the error now. Okay, I think something need to be fixed. Okay, so basically we did not added the text which you want to show it whenever there is an issue, right? So that's why it was not showing it. So passwords do not match. So this is a message you want to show it, right? So just write it between this two tag mat error tags, and the after that we'll start showing the error. You can see here, right? And now let's get back over here again. And now we have to write the code related to show the container or buttons basically. So outside of this form and after one more div, we have to get in over here. We have to create a div class and dialog footer, and in this one we are basically we're going to create button and mat button. So click and it should be cancel, and disable whenever if the page is loading, and a class footer cancel, and this one cancel, and we have one more button which is to submit this form. So button mat raised button color primary, and on click we are going to call the submit button, submit form. We can also use ng submit, or we can also click on it. So these are two different ways, so I just want to show you guys, so that's why I've just added it. So disabled, and then we have change password form dot valid. We are going to check, so valid or loading, and then we have to just add the class and class footer dash save, and then inside this one we have to show mat dash icon, and on the basis of loading we have to show the different icons and text. So just loading, then our class underscore empty, and else we are going to show as a key. And if after mat icon we have to show loading text, right? So changing with three dots, and then we have to write change password. Just save this. Okay, we are getting some kind of error over here. Mat icon empty key. Okay, over here we have to add a question mark, so just add it over here, and let's save this. You can see the mat icon we are using ternary operator. We did not added this so that it was not able to check, right? So that's why it was throwing error. Now get back over here. Let's click on change password. Let's open a network tab, network over here, and let's try to enter with the wrong password first. So admin 1234, I'm just added it. My password is 123, and I'm going to set the password 123456, and same 123456. You can see the values, right? Now if I click on change password, you can see new. Okay, we are not passing the values over here. It looked like that. New password is required. Change password. Okay, so okay, I got the issue. So basically I think it is expecting it. Basically we are passing in this object, right? So that we don't have to pass in that way, so that's why it's throwing the error. So what we can do is we can just pass this and this one directly instead of putting in this one. Let's go back to the code and service we have, right? Auth services inside this one. Here basically we need to fix it. So we have to just remove this one, and I think this was the issue. So let's save this and let's get back over here. Let me change password once again. So admin 1234 and 123456 12345 6. If we try to change the password, you can see now I'm getting it. The current password is incorrect, right? Which is the expected one. If I change it to this one and if I click on change password, it should work. Password change successfully. It means that it's working as expected. Yeah. So this is all about like how to change a password, how we can create the header as well as logout functionality. So all these are completed. I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.